everyone. Greetings. How you doing? It's your girl Queen Serene. Okay, I'm live. I'm live on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. How y'all doing today? How you doing today? It's your girl Queen Serene. We are going to be talking about good habits, y'all. Getting rid of those bad habits. And I had a lesson on this before, but I got some new information though. So that's what's key. Um, Getting rid of those bad habits and creating those new habits. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about. And I am wanting to get these. Uh, I'm on like a scale. I want to get these videos down to at least 10 minutes. I used to go an hour. Look, here I go. This is how I go an hour. Keep talking. Um, I used to go about an hour or so, because I just can ramble. Da, 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 da. Then I went down to 20 minutes. Oh, and I was doing good with my 20 minutes. Now I said, oh, I'm trying to condense it even more. So I love y'all, but I got to, kind of condense it some. So we're going to talk about, like I said, we're going to talk about the good habits, y'all. And we're here on Goal Digger. Goal is an acronym for it's G.O.A.L, of course. It's an acronym for generating an objective and ambitious lifestyle. Hence my book, Digger, right here. Y'all can cop it. Come on, get my book. Um, it's on all platforms. It should be on all platforms. I did check Amazon, and it is there. However, you can go get it from my platform, goaldigga.org, GOALDIGGA.org. And save the dates, y'all. We're having another Gold Digger workshop coming soon, in April. April the what day is it? April the 13th. That's on a Saturday, and it's at the library, the Huntsville Library, Madison County Library. So, and then I will be this time streaming it. So I'm gonna go live as I do it this time. So if you didn't join us in January, join us, and we're doing it every quarter. So join us in April. We're gonna have another one in July, which is July the 13th. And then we're going to have one in October, and that date is yet to be determined because I could only schedule for so many months at the library, right? And then also say, come to my book launch. My book launch would be April the 20th, and that's going to be at Barnes and Nobles, y'all. Barnes and Nobles at from 2 to 4 on April 20th. So y'all come help me celebrate my book signing and let me sign a copy for you. All right. It's your girl Queen Serene again, like I said, and we're going to talk about today. Today is Winning Wednesdays here on Gold Digger. And we're going to talk about getting rid of those bad habits and creating some new great habits. And one way of doing that, guys, is to have a daily and nightly routine. Sit back, take the time to sit back, and typically, when you have some time, maybe on a Sunday for those that don't have to work that Sunday. And if Sunday is not a good day, because that's when we do ours, we also have our accountability call every Sunday at 8 a.m. Central Time, where we go over those goals, where I coach you and I help you and assist you with those goals and how to strategize them and things like that. And we talk about what we did before and what we're going to do going forward. And it's so important and valuable to do that every week so that you will have a game plan for the week coming. Because a lot of us, time is flying. It's already March, y'all. March 6th. It's already March. What have you done? You know what I mean? Have you we're so, and then I know it's not enough time in a day as we like to say, but you can plan your life. You can plan time to get some things done that you want to do, whether it be start that new business, whether it be to complete some education that you've been wanting to do, learn that new language, or start learning how to sew a new skill that you want to learn, anything like that, right? You can implement that in your life, right? You can also get up earlier. You can get up earlier to get some things accomplished too, and take some of your time back, right? But that consists of maybe perhaps going to bed a little earlier as well. Anyway, so we're gonna go. I'm gonna give you 10 facts, 10 things, habit forming things that you can do, right? Like I did say before, this isn't one of them, but make sure you have a routine, okay? make sure you have that daily and nightly routine ritual. And I can give you an example. I'll probably do it a little later on because I want to get through these 10, right? So identify, and I do have my, instead of my handy dandy notebook, I got my handy dandy computer notes. Identify the habit. You have to identify what you want to change, or what you want to, the bad habit, that habit that you want to do differently, whether it be smoking. I used to smoke back in my 20s. And it was just socially, so I guess it was, socially. And then, but I did start buying cigarettes from time to time as well. But I kicked that in the butt. But say that's the habit that I'm trying to change, right? So what I want to do is I want to put some different things in place of that. If smoking is what I want to quit. Now I'm no expert with that, but they have the patches and stuff. I just quit cold turkey. But you can implement exercise, because that's one thing that made me quit is I started exercising. And so I felt myself losing my breath a lot. So I say? I said, I can't be doing that, smoking them cigarettes. Okay. So I had to kick that in the butt. So identify that habit that you want to change first and foremost. I just gave an example. Then you have to understand the triggers. That's number two. Two is understanding those triggers, recognizing the triggers that causes you to have those bad habits. Sometimes, like, and that, since I started with cigarettes, let's go here on with it. Sometimes, a bad day. Oh boy, I had a bad day. Let me go smoke a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? Because it's stress or whatever. You're mad or something. You're tired. You go smoke a cigarette. Those triggers that leads you to doing that habit. Sometimes you have to change those. And how do you do that? A lot of times, you stressed or whatever. Let's meditate. Let's relax. Okay. Let's journal. Oh, I'm so stressed. Let me put it on paper. Okay. So understanding those triggers is a good way, so you can that will help you to identify that habit and to kick that habit, right? Set clear goals. Number three, setting clear goals. Okay. You know that your outcome, let's just keep it going with cigarettes. Your outcome, because I'm always using weight. Your outcome is to quit cigarettes, right? So set goals. You may have started with a pack a day. Okay, well let's go with half a pack a day. I know you're still smoking, but hey, you're cutting back. You're cutting back. Or let's go with let's see what time frames that you smoke the most, and let's deal with, like I said, we get some of those triggers and see if we can lessen that so we can smoke less, right? Number four, replace it with positive behavior. And I kind of went over that when I was saying that you should perhaps, look, I'm focusing right here, but let me give y'all some love too. Um, but you want to replace those, and like I said, I kind of talked about that when I said I exercise, and that was replacing. And a lot of times when you're stressed out and you want to go hit a drag or whatever they say, right? Then go walking. Go do something different. Do something different, right? Replace that behavior, right? Number five, create a plan. You gotta, and then it kind of goes in with setting those goals. Setting those goals. Create that plan to help you stop, right? Create a plan that in detail that's saying, okay, when I have my first cigarette, it's going to be at this time, because you definitely want to just kind of decrease. You want to gradually decrease that smoking habit, right? Okay, so just create a plan for it. And then six, use rewards. Okay, if a day is accomplishment, just like AA, when people or was it AAA or something, when people have a drinking problem, one day at a time is what they have to take. One day at a time. In anything you do, I'm using cigarettes as an example, but with anything, you have to take it one step at a time. So reward yourself each day. Each day matters. You're like, dang, I'm used to smoking 15 cigarettes a day, or say a pack a day. Let's just say 15. And I only smoked eight. That's an accomplishment. That's an accomplishment. And just keep on cutting back. Reward yourself. Let yourself, sometimes you gotta give yourself a pat on the back and say, you did it. You did it. Okay. That's six. Number seven, practice mindfulness, right? You got to be mindful uh, and self-aware to observe your thoughts and your feelings. When you practice this mindfulness, that look, My goal is to stop smoking cigarettes. You know that that's what you want to do. Know that that's what you're going to accomplish. So and that goes to number 8, staying consistent. You have to stay consistent. Do it, just go day by day, and you knocked it out that day. And before you know it, it'll be a whole month. It'll be, 2 weeks. Let's not go look at the month, because sometimes we look at the time and we say, dang, that's a lot of time. But that's why I say day by day, day by day. So just stay consistent with it, okay? And that's how you create that good habit, is being consistent with doing those good habits, right? And seek support. It's okay to have an accountability partner that maybe, say you have a friend, y'all both want to stop smoking. You say, girl, come on, or guy, whoever, and say, hey, let's quit. Or even if they don't, I'm sure you have a family member or somebody that wants you to accomplish what you want to accomplish, because they love you. They don't want your health being in danger, and um they want to help you and see you have a healthful life. So they're going to be behind you, supporting you, and saying, yeah, you did it, that's good. You know what I mean? So always seek support as well. And even if it's not family members and friends, there's always groups you can join, Facebook groups and things of that nature, that you can join, that people are doing the very same thing that you're doing, having the same struggles, and they are getting by. All right. And 10, finally, is review and adjust. Okay. Regularly review your progress and adjust your approach when needed. And you have to do that, because sometimes it stopped working. You have to, that trigger that triggered it. Sometimes that journaling ain't working no more. That journaling, oh, I need a cigarette, da, 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 and that's not working anymore. So what do we have to do? We got to find something different that works. Maybe we have to get some gum. Maybe we got to get a patch. Maybe we just have to change our whole surroundings. Okay. So that is a way to get those good comments will appear live. Okay. That's how we will be able to adjust those, review and adjust. I lost my train of thought, but the point is to review. What's going over here on YouTube is to do something different if something is not working, because it doesn't mean that it won't work. It just means you have to just try something new, something that's going to motivate you even more, because you may have got you're unmotivated over that, because it's repetition, and then it's like, I'm tired of doing that. I don't even, right now I don't even have a pen. Have some different ways of doing that. Okay, so with that being said, for a recap, I'm just going to go over this, and then we're going to go into um, the second portion. So, in creating good habits, you want to identify that habit. You want to understand those triggers. You want to set clear goals. You want to replace with positive behavior. You want to create a plan. You also want to use rewards and consequences. I forgot to say consequences too. That's at number 6. You want to say, look, have a money jar, put $10 in the jar if you don't do it. So consequences and rewards are important. Okay. 7 is practice mindfulness. 8, stay consistent. 9 is seek support, and 10 is review and adjust. Okay. And those are how you can create good habits. All right. And getting rid of those old habits. Now we're going to go into this segment. Ooh, and I'm about there, y'all. um, we're going to go, and not really a segment. I just want to just kind of uh, reiterate something that my one of my mentors mentioned today on our call, because I have an accountability call that I go to every week, every day, Monday through Friday, should I say. And it's the morning meetup.com. You can join, as well as a bunch of business professionals on there, and um, doing our thing, growing each day. And then we have our mentor, David Shands, guiding us, and then he brings on guests and whatnot. It's really, really, it's really good. So you can join as well. But one thing that he spoke about today was, and something that I had talked about before, was spring cleaning, or each quarter. He didn't say this, but each quarter, winter, spring, summer, fall, right? Or in each season, you want to, just like the seasons change, we need to change. We need to declutter our home. We need to clean up house. We need to sit back and reflect, review, and adjust. We need to do that. Number 10, we need to review and adjust our life, right? The people in our life, the things around us, our environment. We need to do that. We need to declutter all that each season, right? And so he didn't really put it like that, but that is so important. Like I tell people, your surroundings sometimes, you can't, like those steps that I just told you to get good habits. You may not even be able to do that if you have clutter around you, if you've got negative energy around you. You won't be able to complete those steps. So you have to um clean house in a sense. And that doesn't mean just, it means physically, really physically keep your house clean, but it also mentally, you got to clean your house. You got to clean your spirit, your soul, your energy, the people around you. So that is so important, because you won't be able to function without it. So you should start rearranging things in your life so you can prepare yourself for this next season, for this spring season, right? You have to declutter, go through them closets. First of all, make sure your space has good energy and good vibes. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you can light a candle. I got a candle over there, and I smell good aroma. My space is clean. You can see behind me. Um, you know, I keep good space, right? Keep the house clean and things like that. That's important to a lot of people, because I tell my children, I said, they should know me by now. I can't live in clutter. I just can't. That's just me. I can't be cluttered. I have to have clean spaces because I can't think. And if I'm like that, I'm sure a lot of people can be like that, and they may not think of it that way. They might not think that this is why I'm feeling this way, because I got all this clutter and around me. But just try it. Try to who's this? Great eyes. Try to clean it up, organize it, your desk, your desk space, where your workspace, if you work from home, even if you're at your job, your workspace, try living in an environment with less clutter, and I'm telling you, your mind will be clearer. It's just it just works hand in hand. And I don't know how, but I know I'm at peace when I just walk into a clean space, clean area. Okay. So we ain't gonna keep on going on that. But really, and before you can do all this, you have to work, have a clean space, right? And then that's also with your business. Sit down and restructure your business. What are you doing? What do you need to add? What do you need to take away? What do you need to get rid of? What do you need to improve on? Those type of things. So you have to really put all of those, and that's where, on that meeting, every accountability call, every Sunday at 8 a.m. Central Time, that's where we work on those things. That's where we work on those things. Okay. Um, you just be amazed about that. Now, when you improve your surroundings, you do better. I mean, you do. I mean, just imagine if you was around people that and I'm gonna just say me, for instance, because I used to do it. I ain't gonna lie. I used to go back in my younger days. My older children are young. You know, I used to go to them bootleg houses. Because I just like to go to them houses in the hood where you could just sit and chill and just be doing a little of nothing. But it was a mind. It wasn't really the bootleg house and the drinking, because I drink in moderation, and I still do now. However, not going to the bootleg house, but but still, drink. I like my wine, as you can see by my book. I got my wine glass. So, but I'm saying it was just the environment that or not the environment, because that wasn't a good environment, but I'm saying it was me getting a peace of mind away from my children. And then it was close enough in the hood for me to be able to get there. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't always have a vehicle. So that type of thing. So, but instead of doing that, that was not the right way to do it, right? So now I implement and I go to business functions, things, same type of thing, not same type of thing, but I mean same type of getting away from the children and the grandchildren, but also self-developing myself, being doing something that is empowering me as opposed to just at me doing nothing with my life, but going there and chilling just to get some relief from the children and be around people my age all the time. Cause I had 9 children, y'all. I had to have an outlet, you know. So but when I got away from that surrounding, when I got away from that, my life started improving for the better. And then I was getting putting other things, like I say, implementing the business aspect of it because I became an entrepreneur. Then I was doing entrepreneurial things, hanging with entrepreneurial people, and they were doing things, and I was getting mentors and those. And then your life just changes, right? So just improving that is the point, right? Um, but that's it, y'all, because I'm going over the time. I got goals to keep it at a certain time, but not give you the information that you need and give you the value, but just to shorten these videos some, okay? So, because I do a lot of rambling and I don't edit. That's what I need to learn to do, editing or hire someone to do my editing. And then that way I can ramble all I want and they'll put the good parts in. But okay, that's it. It's your girl Queen Serene. I hope you guys got some value out of today. And remember, declutter your home, declutter your life, and and just see the good things that come into your life because of that and the peace that you can have. All right. And I know from experience, all right, it's your girl Queen Serene, and I'm old. Peace. Okay, who we going with first? Let's in Instagram. Ooh. Can't. Ooh, in now. Bye, Facebook and YouTube. See, let's in. All right.